Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So today we have to talk about Draymond Green and his comments about Kevin Durant and Yusuf Nurkic. Now, we all saw Nurkic get in Draymond's face the other day, and we saw the little back and forth, Draymond smacking the floor after Nurkic smacked the floor on him. And pretty much when I saw Nurkic get in Draymond's face, I felt like he was trying to show that, okay, look, I am somebody you got to respect, even though you elbowed me in the face, all that. Now I'm looked at as soft, especially after what had happened to Rudy Gobert. You know, I guess he was trying to show that he is a presence and he's not afraid of Draymond. But he also had some comments about Kevin Durant. And Kevin and Nurkic spoke after, you know, the other incident. And they said, you know, hopefully he gets some help and talking about his character concerns. Now, this is one of the reasons I feel like Adam Silver is a little bit weak as a commissioner, because Draymond is back talking about this stuff, making light of it, talking about, I mean, he just needs to leave that alone about character. You know, whether they question his character or not, that's irrelevant. Go out there and get the win, talk junk on the court, but you just had a suspension for repeated acts. So just stay away from that, because if you do haul off and hit somebody again, they're going to look back at this and be like, see, that's why Adam Silver need to be harder on these dudes, because he smacks them on the wrist, they come back and they do the same thing. And they had a little back and forth on Twitter, but we're going to take a listen to some of the clips of what Draymond said on this podcast, and we're going to get Nurkic's response and Draymond's response to that. Let's peep.
Following that game, the little guy goes in the media. And the little guy goes in the media and he says, I take my words back. He doesn't deserve another chance. It's only a matter of time before he hits someone else. And quite frankly, I would love to know, why is it only a matter of time before I hit someone else? Because I've destroyed him? Because what in that game that happened with me would make you say something like that, other than getting embarrassed because you're just not good enough? You're not good enough offensively. You had Steph Curry on post-ups and you got nothing. Quite frankly, outweighs me by 80 pounds and 6 inches taller than me. That's one thing. Outweighs Steph Curry by about 120 pounds and about 9 inches taller than him, and could not score on him on the block. Decides to do an overtly too small celebration. Slapping the floor, the whole thing. And quite frankly, you're just not good enough to do things like that. I watched that same little guy play against someone not long before us, and they shot a three and he stood under the rim and waved at him and got the rebound. And quite frankly, you see clowns like that do things like that. And it's actually very disrespectful to the game. It's disrespectful to the player that you're doing it to. And so the clown, then I catch the ball on the block, and the clown decides to kind of turn his body towards me. All right, well, bring your chest here. Because now your shoulder should meet my chest. You should get put in the rim. And then that's what happened. Oh, and by the way, we all can do the little slap the floor too small celebration. Not very surprised that he went to the media and said what he said.
I mean, it's sad. He didn't learn anything, man. It's just a matter of time. He's going to knock somebody else again. So
because that's the same guy that laid out on the floor when I made contact. Bro, you 300 pounds. Get up off the floor, bro. If he actually didn't lay out on the floor like that, I actually don't get the suspension that I got, probably. Just to go questioning my character, I thought was whack. But like guys are making a habit out of that. Him and Kevin questioned my character before, you know, as if you go question somebody's character about a basketball game, as if this not real life, as if that don't affect people's pockets. Like, I think all of it was really cowardly, if you want my honest opinion. Yeah, I did what I did. I take my stuff on the chin. We've spoke about that. I still stand on that. I meant every word I said about it. But if you want to know the truth about that, I think all of it's cowardly. I think, you know, you start going to question somebody's character in front of the whole world, it's whack. So I think they all whack, both of them, if you want my honest opinion.
So Yusef Nurkic responded to that. He said, "All good, bad boy. Just don't stay too long on podcast. Gonna be late for therapy session," with a laughing emoji. And Draymond quoted that and he said, "Tap in. Spoke in depth about a 300-pound softie that can't finish games. Enjoy." You know, Draymond is the person that was crying in his car calling KD to come join the team. And KD took the bait and kind of messed up, you know, himself. You know, he should have stayed with OKC and overcame that team. Because now, what can you really say to Draymond since you came and joined the team? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got finals MVPs and different things, but you came and joined something they had already built, man. And this is the long play, and this is the ace in the hole he'll always have. So when he says something like this, he always has that argument that I'm talking about. And then he calls you a B when you get over there. He's woofing at you now when they beat y'all, and they don't want another title after you, and you haven't won after them. See, that's how you could have, you know, kind of offset some of the things that he can say. But yeah, man, Draymond, he never really liked KD. After that point, KD never really liked him, and it's just coming out. So KD need to embrace it. You know, don't be overly cool. Nurkic, you got to be quiet, you know, until you hit Draymond in the face with an elbow. And I don't condone violence, but until you send that message, because he's ready to take it wherever you ready to take it. So he just feel like you just like he said, a 300-pound softie. He wouldn't be calling you that. See, y'all gotta see Draymond, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all as far as letting him just hit y'all like that, or, you know. And I ain't talking about just punching. I'm talking about just send a little message in the game, and then if he wants to throw punches like he did with Jordan Poole, you be on guard, you be ready to go with that too. But you can't just let him punk you and then get on the internet and start talking crazy like, you know, like you ain't worried about him and all that. I saw you trying to save face on the court, getting his face during the game, but nothing less than a hard foul, you know, an elbow to the face will suffice at this point, because now he's playing with y'all. Now he don't believe in you. He don't believe in Rudy Gobert. He believe both of y'all soft. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing to him. And hey, I know you ain't want to give that money up, but somebody got to be willing to send a message on that team. You know, period. And stars, KD, Booker, Bradley Beal, the guys that's making the most money, pay his fine if it happens. I would suggest that y'all pay his fine if he has to send a message. I mean, because there ain't no other way at this point, man. Hopefully these two teams see each other in the playoffs, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.